Alright guys, what's up? I wanted to make this video real quick to actually show you guys how you should get set up with TD Ameritrade and their platform Thinkorswim. So if you look here on the website, you're going to want to go to Client Services. It'll show a drop-down box, and then you're going to go to General. I'm pretty sure you can do the same thing on your phone. I haven't done it on my phone actually, but if you don't, you got to do it on your computer. If you can't, you're gonna have to do it on your computer. But you're gonna come to this page here. It says My Profile and whatever. You're gonna want to look here, and it's the options trading should be at standard cash. If you don't have options trading, or if it says disabled or uneligible, whatever, you gotta apply for it and go for that tier 2 standard cash. That's all you need to get, because we're working with cash accounts. We don't need margin or anything like that, so that's what you need to get. And the second thing you're gonna want to do on this page is you're gonna want to make sure that you have your exchange agreements filled out and agreed to, because these are just like the real-time stock quotes. They're just making sure that if anything happens between TD Ameritrade's representation of where the stock's trading at compared to the actual where the actual stock, or where the stock is actually trading at, whatever, they just want to agree that you can't hold TD Ameritrade liable for any discrepancies in price or whatever. So once you get through this, you're going to be able to download the TD Ameritrade. It looks kind of like this. Look, I can't show you guys this logo, but just download Thinkorswim. It's an app on your MacBook. You can download just Google Thinkorswim download, whatever. You'll be able to download it and load it up on your computer, no problem. So once you get this done on the website and you sign in with Thinkorswim, it's going to pull you up. You're going to be able to pull up Thinkorswim here, and it's going to pull up to a screen that looks like this. You're going to be able to create your public profile, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't really mess with anything on the home screen. Where I spend most of my time trading is actually on the trade screen with my charts on Active Trader, as well as my chart screen here for my longs and my leap plays and whatnot. So this is where you're going to be spending most of your time, and I want to go through a quick video showing you guys how I set up everything on my chart, or on my Thinkorswim layout. You're going to figure out exactly what works best with you. So don't you can use my exact Thinkorswim layout. This is what I like to use, how I like to look at it. So I'm going to teach you guys how to set that up real quick. Under Active Trader, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to come here to this little array up here, and it's going to start out, I believe, with 1, maybe 2, but I always go to normally around 6, and because I'm trying to show my face camera here, you can't see everything I have on the charts, but this is how it'll normally look right here. So, the first thing that I normally like to have set up, your charts aren't going to look like this, but whenever you plug in equity, or whenever you plug in any stock or whatever, it's going to have, like, I think Active Trader and stuff up like that. So you're going to click off at Active Trader to deselect it and highlight the C1, or like the C with no number, because you got C2, C3, but C, just the regular C is good. And then the second thing that I always do is I go to Settings. I go to Appearance. I always change the color as symbol ticks for the volume bars, so it'll normally be preset here. And then you change the color symbol ticks. This will give you, the green and buying pressure, buying volume, selling volume, whatever. And I always take off the grid, besides for my long charts. And as well, the next thing I do is I go to Equities, and this is normally ticked on, which is kind of annoying because it'll show. I'll show you. It'll show these big ass volume bars on the middle of the chart, and it's like, dude, I'm trying to look at where the hell the stock's trading at. I'm not trying to see this big ass volume bar tick up right here, which is good, but I can see that on a volume average study, which I'll show you how to put on in just a second. So we're gonna go and we're gonna untick the show volume subgraph. Apply, takes it off. Okay, and the second thing that I like to do, and this is I normally leave QQQ because I'm trading big tech right now, which is mainly, what I'm trading right now, at least. The second thing I like to do is for my studies, I have the moving average exponential, which you just come here, type in moving average exponential. You're gonna click it over, and it's gonna show up here, and then you're gonna click Settings. You're gonna change the day from I think it's 9. So the first one's gonna be 9. I normally change it to blue, and then the second one I change to purple and change it to a 21-day moving average, because that's like the momentum cross if you get the EMAs to cross. And I just add the stochastic slow study, which we'll go over exactly what it is another time. It's just a momentum indicator. When you see a cross like this, it normally means that some buying, buyers are stepped in, and whatever, as well as sellers are stepped in if it's crossed down. And then the volume average study. So that's what you're seeing right here on QQQ. It's a volume average. I normally leave that 50-day line, that beige line, to 50 days, just so you see, like, an average of where the volume's at in the last 50 days. And what you're going to want to do when you have all these indicators saved, you're going to want to click Save as Set. And it's going to pop up, and it's going to be, and you can just name this, I name it Momentum because it's Momentum Indicators, and it's kind of cool because that's the name of our trading group. But save, it'll say Momentum Study already exists. Well, that won't happen because you guys don't already have it. And then boom, it'll save, blah, 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 and it'll apply. So the next time, whenever you want to come to this chart, and you want to add all the studies that are on this chart to this chart, you just click here and you click sets. See, I can go ahead and I can just close out all of these. I'll hit apply. Chart should look kind of like this once you change the appearance and settings and whatnot. And you're going to click momentum and you click add selected, and boom, all the studies come over. So it's a quick change, quick set over, boom, apply, boom. Chart changes to exactly how you want it to look. Okay, and so yeah, then the next tab I really want to talk about is the charts tab. And on the charts tab, I have four charts up, and these are all my longer plays. Like if you're looking to do something longer term, or if you want to look at something big or something in the broader perspective, I normally come over here, and yeah. So what I do here is I leave the grid lines on because normally it's a longer time frame, so it's kind of easier to see like where like right here. This is 130. You can see right there. But so I leave the grid on, but I still turn off and I have the volume subgraph right now on, just because I don't really like to use the average volume for when I'm doing my longs and leaps and whatever. But I leave that on these charts just so I can see a broader picture with the volume profile study. So this is important to note. The volume profile study is extremely beneficial with longs. So what I do is I use the 50-day EMA, exponential moving average, and the volume profile. What the volume profile tells you is how many shares were actually traded at these levels. So when I'm looking at this, there's a lot of shares traded on Apple at 115 versus on Apple at 122 so there's not a lot of shares traded. And where there's a lot of dense, where it's dense, or where there's a lot of action and volume going on at a certain level, it's normally a solid level of resistance or support. So you can I can label supports right here at 95. I can label supports here at 82, and that's how the volume profile study works. And another trick is that when there's a lot of shares being traded at a level, it's going to be hard for the share price to fluctuate through these levels quickly. So like from 120 to 124, you can see that there's not a lot of volume at the price level. So whenever we break out of 120, it's a good price target is going to be 124 right here. So that could be a price target where it moves to that price. Okay. And so we'll go into volume profile. This is just a basic setup, but that's the volume profile study in a nutshell. The next study that I like to use for longs is going to be, we'll come down here on the Twitter chart, is going to be the TTM squeeze. So you're just going to go in here, you're going to type in TTM_squeeze, just like you do for the other indicators, and you're going to add selected. It's going to come over here right onto the chart. You can click apply, and boom, it's going to pop up, and you're going to notice that it's down here. So this is kind of how I like it, and we'll go over the TTM squeeze chart or indicator another time as well. But yeah, so once you get your chart set up, and I have a bigger monitor, 27 inches, so if you might not be able to fit 6 charts on your screen, 4 might work out best for you. Okay, so just change the array up here. If you have a massive monitor and can fit 20 charts or whatever this is, 5 times 7, that would be whatever that 4 times 8, I think that is. What is that? 7? No, 4 times 7, that'd be what? 28 charts. If you can get 28 charts on your screen, good luck. More power to you. But the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to have a bunch of stuff here. This quick chart I normally don't like to use, but the way I like to have this little panel over here on the left side set up is I like to have my watch list, which is the stocks I'm going to be trading or looking at making trades on quickly. I want to have all those on my first watch list, which I label the $500 account, which all these stocks on the watch list. I need to add Twitter, and I need to add Snap because I do like those